tell you guys a story. A young man went searching for the meaning of life. After trying everything, books, teachers, seminars, he found a sage who people said held the answers. So the young man went and found the sage and he asked, "How do I find the meaning of life?" The wise sage looked at the young man and said, "Meet me tomorrow at the old warehouse on the edge of town." The next day the young man arrived, expecting wisdom. When he got there, the sage led him down a long corridor into a single room. It was bare, silent, and completely dark. Once inside, the sage said, "If you truly want to know, you must stay in this room until you asked and answered the one question." The young man turned to the sage and asked, "What's the one question?" And the wise sage calmly replied, "You'll know when you ask it." And with that, he slammed and locked the door. Hours passed, then a night, then a day. In the darkness, time blurred. Over time, the hunger began to gnaw. His fear began to rise as his thoughts swirled. As time passed, he replayed every mistake of his life, every doubt, every what if. On the second day, he began to wonder if he was losing his mind. Is this real? Am I alive? Or is this just a dream? By the third day, the silence pressed so hard he broke. He whispered into the void, Am I even real? And in that instant, something shifted. The darkness wasn't as dark anymore. Because if he could ask the question, if he could still think, still imagine, still dream, then he must exist. And if he existed, he could create. From there, he stood and said louder, I am. Suddenly, the room wasn't a prison. It was a canvas. The same imagination that made him suffer now painted light into the space. He realized as long as I am, I can dream, I can imagine, I can become. At that moment, the door opened. The sage stood there smiling. Now you understand, he said. The meaning of life was never outside these walls. It was always inside of you because the question was never mine to give. It was yours to ask. Am I